of the coolest scenes in the film was done in Latin. And a lot of people didn't know what was being said during that Latin exchange. And somebody translated it. And it just makes the scene even cooler if you haven't seen this. Hopefully this doesn't take down the stream, but we'll see how it goes.
Look, darling, Johnny Ringo, the deadliest pistolier since Wild Bill, they say. What do you think, darling? Should I hate him?
I hate him. I gotta speed it up just a little bit. There we go.
He's drunk.
In vino veritas.
Logic voragis.
Creda Judaea sotella non ego.
Eventus stultorum. Magister.
In pace requiescat.
Come on, boys. We don't want any trouble in here, not in any language.
Yeah, I'll get that.
That's a great line.
Hey,
So
I don't
just-
understand what y'all said, but like, stop.
Youth is the teacher of fools. He said something about wine.
In Vino Veritas, yeah.
Yeah.
Wine is
He's
truth.
drunk.
I think that's where it came.
Vino.
In wine, there's truth. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Dude, it's so good, man.
How do you say in wine there's heartburn? That would be my quote.
In vino,
Bro.
then I don't know.
And then his like delivery too, like, nah, I really hate him. I was like, oh, bro.
He did so
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
The movie starts out like just showing how chill. Of all things, the gang member. Who did we lose? Mo. You guys
Mo.
bullied Mo
Well,
off the
moving on,
screen. Look
you
at that.
know.
The tier list. I knew he shouldn't have tweeted out that tier list.
yeah.
They took him out.
He just got
He-
taken off the internet.
Tombstone, like that movie, the first scene sets the tone for the Cowboys, which is a really. It's funny to think that was the gang member's name. You know, we're gonna call ourselves the Cowboys, wearing a red sash, and that opening scene where they go to the wedding, and just they kill everyone. They kill the priest.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they killed the wife when they dragged her in the church and you heard a couple gunshots and not do whatever but they probably did the worst thing they could to set the tone onto how horrible they are. And then like it took me like a couple watches, but then you get the whole what was that priest saying to you, Johnny Ringo? He's like, no, he was quoting the Bible about the pale horse. And Revelations coming and death's coming with him. And then, you see the semblance between him and Doc Holliday, who's like pale because he's sick, tuberculosis. It just sets the whole tone for the whole film, in my opinion.
I agree. And the scene where Wyatt Earp's on the train platform and he says, "I'm coming and hell's coming with me." You hear?
Mm-hmm.
It's a call. I felt like that was a callback to that same scene,
So
Also, McMaster's like there's this little thing in there where Michael Rooker's character, they just put in one shot of him not being quite okay with what's going on. He doesn't say a word, but it's all there to set up that like, okay, even the Cowboys know things are going too far.
Yeah.
Yeah, the foreshadowing is great throughout the whole movie. Which it was funny, that scene that you showed a minute ago. It's like I haven't seen this probably since like high school, maybe. And the scene where he flips the cup is just so iconic.
Oh my
and
God, that was...
like when that moment happens, it's just like I instantly remember. Like that was the most memorable thing from the last time I saw it, and I was like, oh man, he's gonna tear him up with the cup. It's just great.
Yeah. Dude, it's so good. It's such a great mockery. He's like, I can do that too, and perfectly recreate it when I'm drunk and dying of tuberculosis, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also just kept thinking about them like spritzing his face the whole movie, like through production. Just like,
but it's just again, it sets this whole film sets a perfect tone about the good guys and the bad guys, right? How like the Cowboys thought that they could do whatever they want, and how the Earps really didn't want any trouble, but then again, they showed Wyatt Earp's character in his first scene when he goes in to chase out Billy Bob Thornton. It just was freaking awesome, man. He's like, "You're in my seat." He's like, "That a fact?" That's a fact. And he's like, you talking a lot of smack without someone that's not, heel. Right? That's what he said. And he's like, I don't need heel for some bum like you, He just slaps him in the face. He's like, you gotta do something? You gotta stand there and bleed.
Oh my God.
The
that
five
was
different
bad.
ways. The 5 different ways he says, "Come on, do it." You want to skin this smoke wagon?
Yeah.
Yes. That's so good.
It set the tone of like who Wyatt Earp, is. And immediately he's like, well, we got a steak. And he comes out. Then Billy Bob's, I forgot what his name was, comes out with a shotgun, and there's Doc Holliday. And Doc Holliday gives one of the greatest lines. He's like, oh, I forgot you were standing there. You may go now.
I like that there's just enough urgency when he says Johnny Tyler.
Oh, Johnny Tyler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny Tyler.
Yeah.
I'm mad
and
Cap.
And then he finally is like, you're Wyatt Earp?
I don't think we've ever seen Billy Bob Thornton with that much meat on his bones. He's almost recognizable. He's normally a beanpole.
Yeah.
Like, he actually looked really good like that. I was like, man, like he actually he doesn't look so scrawny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's so many people in these movies, like looking at it. I think John Corbett was like one of the side guys on there, and he might be the least ranked among how famous all the actors are in this movie. Yeah.
Sandman.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Never mind. There's one of like the guys who always plays like Italian mobsters. That was the guy who was translating the Spanish. Like,
yeah.
Everyone in this movie is famous.
I was really surprised at how well, like the amount of talent in the movie. I was really surprised, and how it was done and orchestrated. It made sense. Like I like how you were following everybody and what they were doing, and it wasn't a boring.
I gotta show this scene. Thank you guys for your super chats. If the stream gets taken down, it's been a heck of a stream. We all love Tombstone. It's just so good.
Something on your mind? Just want to let you know you're sitting in my chair. Is that a fact?
I'm just pausing it for YouTube.
I'm going to try not to quote this at the same time.
Yeah, I know. Is that a fact? So,
yeah, it's a fact. Well, for a man that don't go healed, you run your mouth kind of reckless, don't you? No need to go healed to get the bulge on a tub like you.
He called him a tub.
Bro, he had his number from the moment he walked, dude. It's so good.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Is that a fact?
That's a fact.
That's a fact. Well, I'm real scared. Damn right you're scared. I can see that in your eyes.
Man, it's just
that energy change right there.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I have to pause it because YouTube is weird like that.
Yeah. Man, go ahead. Go ahead. Skin it. Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
He's putting a little John Wayne in there.
But the thing is, Billy Bob Thornton's a great actor in here too, because he has the look of being scared. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he pulls it off.
Mm-hmm.
He pulls it off so well. Like, yes, I am scared. Like it just was such good acting. This whole thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Listen, mister, I'm getting awful tired of your. I'm getting tired of your gas. Now jerk that pistol and go to work.
Oh,
I said, throw down, boy.
I really like how he said it. Throw down, boy.
Yeah.
That's like the ultimate insult back in the day. Someone calls you a boy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I love that. Like, this is him. Like after he's already become a grizzled lawman, he knows what it looks like when somebody's a real danger, a real threat. And and he's friends with Doc Holliday, who's like one of the most unhinged human beings in the world. He's like, this guy is nothing. And he knew it from right away. He's like, bro, you ain't going to draw that gun. You ain't going to do nothing. And he was completely right. And I kind of love it because it really quickly establishes what kind of a man Wyatt Earp is and what he will and won't tolerate. And also the fact that he'll insert himself into situations that he is not supposed, he doesn't need to handle. That's the sheriff's job to deal with this guy.
Yeah.
You know, and
Right.
and he tells the sheriff, "I'm not a lawman. I'm just here, you know,
Yeah, I
looking
did
for
my
fortune."
time.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not doing it, but it's still there. It's such a great moment, man.
And it's like even the second that he got off the train, he smacks that dude in the face for hitting,
his horse.
Yes.
Like
That's
the
right.
second he gets off the train, he's like, I'm laying down the law. Like, you know, it's so good.
Absolutely.
You gonna do something or just stand there and bleed?
Such a good line.
It's so good.
So good, bro.
But again, Billy Bob Thornton has to make the scene for this to work so well.
Mhm.
Yes.
So it's like both of them were just like excellent in this scene.
I didn't think so.
Puts the cigar back in,
Keep that.
steals his gun.
Hang it over the bar.
No look
youngster,
pass.
out
That's
you
my
go.
favorite.
Yeah, I know. And then pulls him out by his ear.
Don't come back. Ever.
Then makes a deal.
Yep.
Oh, that
So
was the end
good.
of it.
It's so good, man.
Yeah, he
there's
treats like
another moment.
everybody he encounters like a kid.
Yeah.
There's another moment that's like that. It's the moment where he goes out and Curly Bill has come out of the opium den and just started shooting up the town. And Stephen Lang's character shows up and he's trying to get the drop on him, trying to sneak up on him, but the shot is so good. It's Kurt Russell's hand on the revolver right on like that point right between his eyes. He won't drag on. Yeah, yes, he will. He'll kill me.
Yeah,
Just
it's like he ain't bluffing.
Terror. Like there's more than just, okay, you can't just have a person play a tough character. You have to have the other characters inform how they're perceived. There's a if you watch the first couple of seasons of The Office, the way people act around Michael in for season 1 versus season 2, Leslie Knope in season 1 versus season 2 of Parks and Rec are great examples. But the way that they all act around Wyatt Earp is like a big key to how this movie, like, he walks on water, except around his brothers, who that's a very different dynamic than the rest of the film.
I mean, look at the cast that they have here. So, I mean, even Johnny Ringo, dude, guy was in the Terminator. It's like Johnny Ringo was excellent in this film. Michael Biehn.
Yeah, he was really good.
Yeah.
He's underrated in every movie that he's in. He's such a good
He
actor.
is.
Man gets no respect for his acting career.
Yeah.
It was like a who's who for real. As the movie just kept going on, you're just like, there's freaking Billy Zane, like out of nowhere, halfway through the movie, or like, you know,
Like
whoever
curly
else.
hair.
Yeah.
Billy
Curly
Zane was
hair.
funny because when he was acting, they asked the other cowboy, they're like, what do you think? He's like, he's the greatest thing I've ever seen. That's the prettiest man I've ever seen. So,
Funny, man.
yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
Just scrolling through here. Yeah, Stephen Lang is like, I think he's good in almost everything he's in.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's good in every.
I didn't even know it was him till y'all started talking about it. I had no idea that was even him. He's unrecognizable.
Stephen Lang.
Yeah, his stash is like huge, and that giant beard he's got.
Yeah.
I had no idea it was him.
Yeah. So he's the guy, for those who are not following at home, he was the guy from Avatar. He's also in Terra Nova, which was kind of like Avatar if they had dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And he
That
was
was
the
He
dad
also
in
did that horror film like where he was blind.
Oh, dude. Yes. What is that movie called? It's fantastic.
Yeah,
And
where they did like 2 parts to it, but it was that was a great thriller. He's freaking jacked in Avatar. Like,
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's also in the House of David. He plays Saul.
Oh, yeah. Who is he?
Does he really?
Oh.
Okay, I haven't watched that yet, but it's on my list, and that kind of just sold me more on it. So
Yeah, he plays Saul.
Yeah.
So I like House of David a lot. It's almost I think we're down. I have to catch up because I've been away. But it's called Don't Breathe. Yeah, thank you. Chat is always MVP no matter what. Don't Breathe. Yeah, that movie was
so good.
very unique. Very unique.
Harry Carey Jr., one of the best Western actors of all time, was Fred White.
Fred
He's
White.
the guy who
I
got
thought
killed.
that's who it was.
He's like, no, I think I got to go out and do something.
Oh, and then just in the middle of it all, Charlton Heston just shows up.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
like a cameo at the end.
Yeah. And I mean,
He's like, they're gonna have to get through me.
Terry O'Quinn
so
from
good, dude.
Lost.
Oh, that's right.
Like he's John Locke.
There's
Yeah,
so many
and-
people in this movie, man.
He's so good in Lost. That
Yes,
fourth
he really
episode of
is.
Lost was like, okay, so we're doing something special here.
Yeah.
Ignoring the final season, but
Yeah, I forgot Charlton Heston made a quick.
did that say
Wyatt Earp
the
3 is in
third?
this. Oh,
What? Yeah.
There you go.
Huh.
Hmm.
That's pretty cool.
They didn't get that in the Kevin Costner Wyatt Earp, did they?
I didn't even see that one.
Me neither.
It's okay.
I felt
It's
like
not
this
bad.
movie was so good. I even wrote that in my CRITICLESS review that they never need to do a Wyatt Earp movie again.
Right.
Just leave it alone because this one was like this one was just done so well.
It was
Yeah,
really
the
good.
Kevin Costner one is good. It's not great, and Dennis Quaid actually plays Doc Holliday, and he does a good job. It's just he's always going to be compared to Val Kilmer. It's not
Yeah.
close. Yeah,
And I love the overall tone of this movie. It didn't lean all the way into seriousness. It was 100% an old school Western. Like
Mhm.
it
Yeah.
had that vibe and I loved it. I used to watch The Rifleman with my dad all the time growing up. It's so good.
So with
I
all
love
those
it.
actors,
Love a good Western.
this movie had a budget of 25 million.
Ooh, wow.
Wow, that's
That's it.
insane.
I just the way that this movie builds. So we have like the opening scene where Wyatt Earp is like, I'm not a lawman anymore. I'm just gonna make money and like leave. Then his brothers get involved, and he's got to help brothers as they become the law of the town. And then they get into a little scuffle, you know. They get into a little shootout, and that's when the war breaks out. So after they killed, oh my gosh, what is that? The OK Corral, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, it's when they went to the OK Corral and had the shootout, which was like, I thought that was so freaking cool. And then after that, yeah, they kill his brother, and it's like a whole nother movie opens up. He's like, all right, well, we're gonna get the gang together and we're gonna kill anybody with a red stash, you know. And they just go ham on everyone, and it's like, man, that's like such a heroic ending. So
So that part, right around that part was, I love that part because I had never seen the movie all the way through. I've seen bits and pieces, but the part where he's like acts dejected and he leaves town, and the guy goes, Curly goes, well, bye.
yeah,
And then they're at the train station getting ready to off Virgil, and he's right behind him, and they bought it hook, line, and sinker, and he just blasts that guy. I was like, oh my goodness, that's great. I did not see that one coming.
Yeah.
oh, it's
Also
freaking
got
awesome.
one of the best moments in a movie full of great moments. There's a scene where Val Kilmer, Doc Holliday, is supposed to be in bed dying, and he's out there, and I forget the name of the character, but he's asking him like, "Why are you doing this?" And he said, "Well, why, it's my friend." He says,
Yeah,
well, I got lots of friends, and he says, "I don't."
yep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's so good.
That-
That's such good dialogue.
The script in this whole movie is phenomenal. Like there's just and the fact that there are so many all-stars involved, it's like the execution of all of these lines. They could have come off cheesy or different types of ways, but they're just all bangers. It really is impressive.
Well, I mean, like I said, this movie had a shootout at the OK Corral, and then of course the big ending, 1v1 that everybody wanted to see. Everybody wanted to see Johnny Ringo and Doc Holliday, have their final battle and see who comes out on top. And of course, is Doc. One shot, boom. And it's just like built that tension up for over like 2 hours just to get to that point. And so I love the momentum of this film and where they took it. Then of course, it was all over. He visits Doc Holliday. That's the sad ending. And Doc Holliday's like, don't ever come back. I'm about to die. So go live your life. And that was it. That was it.
Yep.
Even like the introduction to Doc Holliday was like so freaking cool where he's gambling,
Yeah.
you know, and he's like, "What? I thought we were friends. I can't live my life if we're not friends."
I wouldn't be able to bear it. I wouldn't be able to bear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
was.
wouldn't be able to bear it.
Then he stabs the guy, and he's just like, "Well, this town has been cleaned out."
Is that why you're not wearing a bustle? Yeah. Yeah.
But he's like giving a final speech, looks down and sees some more money, and just picks up.
He grabs and leaves.
Yeah, I was watching that. I was like, did Doc Holliday just rob this place?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
there's one taking your own winnings and just going ahead and leaving, and the other just going ahead. While I'm leaving, I'm just going to go ahead and steal from you too.
Mm-hmm.
That was the line. Like, how about a spelling contest? He got all that.
He's so good, bro. Once again, a great characterization. You get to meet this guy, and he's like, "If it wasn't for those guns," blah, blah, you know, like, and then him calling him a lunger, so you know, like, people look down on him for his sickness and things like that, and underestimate him. And bro, not only does he pull a gun, he pulls both guns.
Yeah.
It was like faster than that guy could do anything, bro. Very quickly, like, establishes like this guy is not to be trifled with, even though he is a scumbag. Like, he, you know, yeah.
Well, just
I
just to add to the list of people, it's Frank Stallone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked how towards the end he was pretending to be dead, and the priest was reading his rights. He was like, just
Yeah, but he was
happened.
also with a woman that wanted him to die
Yeah.
so she'd get all his money.
Yes.
He's like, you got to stop smoking and drinking. Your lungs are all messed up. So what does his girlfriend do? Like, here, take another cigarette.
Yeah. He's like, you might be the Antichrist.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, the movie came out in 1993, but it came out on Christmas Eve.
Wow.
So here is I love going through this too. Here's the box office for 1993, and then after that, I'll
What a
catch up
year.
on the super chats, and we'll go through all the CRITICLESS score as well. The number one film was Jurassic Park. Amazing how we can look at this and be like, "Wow, its total gross was 357 million for a Jurassic Park film," and then today, like the Minecraft movie, like got close to that for the opening weekend.
Yeah.
So it's crazy how busting 100 million was really good. So we had The Fugitive, The Firm, Sleepless in Seattle, Miss Doubtfire, Indecent Proposal. In The Line of Fire, one of my all-time favorites, In the Line of Fire. Aladdin and Cliffhanger. Look at that top 10 and A Few Good Men. Look at that top 10.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Two
That's
films
intense,
with Tom Cruise in it. We got Harrison Ford, number 2. Dinosaurs Always Rule. Who was in Sleepless in Seattle? That was Meg Ryan.
Tom Hanks and
Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a Tom Hanks film. Miss Doubtfire was
Robin Williams.
Yeah, Robin Williams.
Williams.
Robin Williams
God,
film.
so good.
Indecent Proposal was Woody Harrelson, and that was the movie.
Robert
Oh,
Redford and Demi Moore.
Robert Redford said, "I'll pay $1 million to sleep
Oh, I was
with
thinking
your
of
wife."
different one.
Right?
Yeah. Yep.
In The Line of Fire, that was. Oh my gosh.
Is
That wasn't
Eastwood?
a Dirty Harry film, was it?
Nope. Clint Eastwood, John Malkovich.
Clint Eastwood was
John
Social
Malkovich.
Malkovich.
Secret Service. Almost said Social Security. Then you got
Malkovich.
Free Willy. Man, Disney only had one picture up here. It had Aladdin.
No, they had this movie, right? They had Tombstone, right? Oh well,
Tombstone was a
Tombstone's not
Disney
on the
film.
list.
Yeah, look
Yeah, it
at
was
Cool
Hollywood
Runnings
Pictures.
is up there. Everyone loves
Cool
Cool Runnings.
Runnings.
So good.
Rising
Yeah.
Sun, dude,
Oh yeah.
freaking great film. Rising Sun.
Demolition Man.
Demolition
Oh, dude,
Man.
Rookie of the
That's
Year.
such a good movie.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. Yeah.
Films
Yeah,
are
but
good.
actually,
Man, wow, I thought it'd be a little
Last
higher.
Action Hero. We got to watch The Last Action Hero. I love that movie.
Hello, I'm Arnold Braunschweiger.
Made in America.
Oh, dude. I was going to quote.
Man,
a
the
thing from-
Addams Family Values. That movie's that old.
Oh,
I thought
that
it
is
come-
the best.
I
I
thought
love
it came
Addams
out
Family Values.
later.
Wow.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. Another Snow White re-release. Boy, they made a lot of money off Snow White, except the recent ones. Dang, Falling Down was every 40-year-old white dude's dream film.
I never
You know
understood that
If you
as
never
a kid.
saw that,
I've never
understood
seen
it.
it.
Totally understand it now. It's so
Why
good.
is he so
yeah.
angry
Now
at
that
his
I'm
cheeseburger?
older, I'm like, this is my
Got it.
theme movie. It's
This
a white guy that has a nervous breakdown. He got sick of going to work every day.
Yeah.
And like he went to like a McDonald's and he's like he got the order wrong.
Oh.
So he pulls out a gun and starts correcting all these problems.
Oh my god.
He goes on a golf course and the guy he's like, you rich scumbags think you own everything. He pulls out a gun. The guy has a heart attack like on the golf course.
Wow.
Right? That's Falling Down, right? Did I get that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he gets mad at the McDonald's because they won't serve him breakfast 2 minutes after.
Oh, that's
10:30.
right. That's right.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Why did they make it look like this?" And then the kid in the front row goes, like, raises his hand to answer. It's a really good movie. It does a good enough play.
It's definitely for white guys fighting back. It's a white guys fighting back. Oh my gosh, we got Hot Shots Part 2.
Hot Shots Part dude, that movie is so funny.
Home Alone
man.
2 is up there.
The craziest double feature that I went to as a kid was Aladdin and Hot Shots at the Dollar Theater.
Oh my
back
god.
back before
great.
parents even thought about stuff like that. Like,
Sebby's
bro?
favorite film, Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit.
Yo,
Yeah?
The Sandlot.
Robin Hood Men in
Tights.
Tights. Oh my gosh, dude.
Cop and a
Still-
Half. Tom Selleck.
Menace to Society.
Forever Young,
Poetic-
dude. That was a great film.
Poetic Justice, Tupac. And there's Unforgiven.
Yeah.
Some of these movies came out later and they rolled over. That's why they're low on that list. So they were probably
Loaded
hired a
Weapon.
year later. That's what happened with Tombstone. So we get down to, oh my God, Super Mario Bros.
Benny and June.
That was a Disney film?
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
That was probably under Hollywood.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
under one of the ones that they own, that the subsidiaries. Oh, dude, Much Ado About Nothing. That's a good one.
Fire in the Sky.
There
gave
you
me
go.
nightmares as a kid.
86.
So
Fire in the
there's
Sky.
Tombstone way down here. The reason is because it came out on Christmas Eve.
Mhm.
So then if we scroll up and go to 94, because it was still in the film, it has a higher ranking. So it's kind of split like, man, Schindler's List. Holy crap.
Wolf. I forgot that movie existed.
Where is it on? Yeah, there is on number 37. So
Yeah.
So this is kind of funny because this is, we talk about reshoots these days, and that's almost always a sign that the movie's going to be bad, right? But this was a very troubled production. So
Tombstone?
George Cosmatos, I forget how to pronounce his last name, but he's the director of Record. But there's a lot of rumors going around that Kurt Russell actually ended up directing this film kind of quietly, like fixing it, and like he had the final edit, or at least that's what I've always heard. And Kurt Russell refuses to talk about that whenever it comes up in interviews, which I think is kind of indicating that something happened on that set that they don't exactly. He doesn't want to take credit for it,
Mhm.
but I think he's the director of this film.
Interesting.
Well, he did a good job.
Yeah.
Man, The Lion King and Forrest Gump.
Somebody brought up The Rocketeer. That's another one we got to watch
Oh,
at some point. Dude, The
yes.
Rocketeer
Ooh,
is so
Joe
good.
Johnston.
Yeah.
It's a good.
No, we
director.
got to do Ace Ventura. Have you seen Ace Ventura, Sevy?
Yes.
Dude,
It's so funny.
Part one or
the
part
Ace Ventura
two?
movies are so good.
I mean, I've seen both of them. They're both really, really
I have to
funny.
double check on that.
I love those movies so much.
That's all.
Mhm.
And there's Dumb and Dumber. Wow, he was having a Ace Ventura and Dumb and Dumber same year. There's
Yeah, at
Naked
one-
Gun. Man, this was a year of stupid comedies, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Little Rascals, right up there
Mhm.
too. This was one of the people
Or
forget. Like at
Weddings
one
and a
point,
Funeral.
Jim Carrey was the highest paid actor in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like that man could do no wrong, bro. Everything he touched turned to gold. So
And then
Bro,
the
they
cable
dropped the
guy.
Wyatt Earp movie right after Tombstone. No wonder it
Yeah.
didn't do well.
Well, they were in
Yeah.
production at the same time, I think.
Mm.
that wouldn't surprise me. And the thing is, once again, it's a fine movie, but it just doesn't have the same charm, and it doesn't have the same. It just doesn't elevate itself beyond Tombstone. It can't. So
Mhm.
Let's see what we got here.
And Kevin Costner's still doing cowboy movies. I haven't seen
yeah.
Horizon. I hear it's good.
Horizon it's long, and I'm a huge Western fan. It was a lot.
Okay.
It's hard. The problem is it stands up next to all the like Yellowstone extended universe stuff, which has been phenomenal.
They got me as Wyatt Earp.
Nice.
There it is.
That's
Heavy and
crazy,
Mac
bro.
there.
Dude, they made Mo one of
Oh shoot!
Oh, dude,
Look at Mo.
that's amazing, bro.
I love it.
The bearded lady.
That's so good.
That's so good.
Somehow
dude.
they got to
That's
figure out
cool.
like a little Jonas avatar somewhere.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. It's not my face. It's okay.
Look at
I'm
Mike.
dying, bro. That's so. They made Mo the girl.
Hey, there's Lily. They got Lily on here too. Lily will be back. She's adjusting her work schedule. So.
The more I look at it, the funnier it gets, bro.
It's so good. And the mustache on Jay.
It says
It's
you
so
can
good.
smell the silver in this town, and Mike says, "Oh man, I was hoping that smell was some Huckleberry cake."
Oh my god. You got
Wrong
that control,
again.
bro.
Have any of you guys had Huckleberry? Like any
Nope.
Huckleberry drinks or anything?
I've had Huckleberry
No, that was real.
jam.
Yeah, oh yeah. Out in Montana, it's like all over the place. And you can get jams, you can get but like adult beverages that are Huckleberry, like great stuff. Yeah, Huckleberry's good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Let me try to pull up everyone's critic list here. It's getting so many that it's hard to keep up. But I'm so glad. There we go. Well, I gave it a 97, almost a perfect movie.
Mhm.
So I said this movie's so good that they never ever need to make a movie about Wyatt Earp again. No thumbs down.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
There you go.
There's Disney,
Yeah.
man. Gave it a 100. I give you a thumbs up, brother. Absolutely love this movie. Just another 100. Holy crap. What is this rated overall?
I think it's 90.
91
or 90.
That's
yeah.
high. 91, yeah.
With 72 votes. Wow.
91. Second time watching it. How much I love this film. That's awesome. Roger gave it a 90. Thank you guys for doing that. There's Holy Fudge. I may have cried several times, but that's just a rumor. R.I.P. Val. Yeah.
Yeah, that death scene with Val was rough.
It was.
One of my top 3 Westerns. Would it be in your top 5, Blaine, since you're a Western person?
Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I think it's phenomenal.
There's
sure.
Mo with a 95. Mike gave it a 98, one higher than me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look at that. All caps, stacked. And he's got 3 thumbs down.
Yep.
Four.
It's a running joke. Don't thumbs down at Jay, please.
Mo. I give Mo a thumbs down to match.
You guys are killing me, bro.
Gave it a 95.
God.
Weak.
If
Ant-Man
it makes
gave
you
it a 98.
If it makes you feel any better, a thumbs down is like a half a point, where a thumbs up is a whole point, so you still get credit. There's
I
still
know,
credit
but they're
there.
all going around disliking all my. It looks like I give terrible reviews. They go and tell people, they're like, please go out of your way to make sure you dislike this review from like, don't let him. Oh my God.
I gave you a like.
Thank you. I
Jay
appreciate
streaming
it.
on his former main channel. What happened? Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen with Drunk 3PO, but maybe we'll run it out till the end of the Gina Carano lawsuit, and then I'll shut her down. So make sure you subscribe to the Monday Hangover, because I'll just move this whole show over there. That'd be fun.
Could you imagine being you're like such a successful channel? You're like, I'm just gonna be done with it.
Right.
I hit 100K.
You know, the problem is this was a Star Wars channel, and Star Wars is just, I hate it. Like it's just.
It's awful.
And it's like the only thing that really moves the needle on this channel is if I talk anything Star Wars. Anytime I try to like do videos on anything else, like nothing, I lose subs. So I don't mind like if the Monday Hangover channel got monetized, and if there's like 500 people, I don't care if I move over there, and we just do the show over there. So it's all good. Corn Pop says I'm blocked, Jay. No, you're not.
Corn Pop is.
It's not shutting down. I'm just saying, like, you know, it's had a good run. That's all I'm saying.
Corn
They had a
Pop
good
is a
run. The
bad
Welcome
dude.
to Rebellion podcast channel does better than this channel, and well, at least for now, unless something happens, we'll see.
Well, to be
Don't
fair,
unsub everyone. I'm not going anywhere for a while. I'm just saying, like, this was a Star Wars channel originally, and it's like, we got to switch it all. I don't know.
Welcome to Rebellion is a good show, though. I will say.
Yeah, it's a great show. Yeah.
No, I'm not giving up. I'm just saying. Does anybody want to buy it?
Jesus,
You want to buy the Drunk 3PO? I'm partial to the History of Pirates, man. History of Pirates set a record, 471 members. We had so many membership gifties coming in that the chat just stopped. And we didn't even know what would happen. Like, they couldn't give any more gifties because there wasn't enough people.
It's amazing.
So I've never seen anything like it. So it's kind of
So
crazy.
cool.
What is the review website called again? That's a great question.
CRITICLESS.
It's called CRITICLESS, and I'd love for you to sign up and be a part of it. And the mods will drop links to CRITICLESS. It's free to join, and you will absolutely love this website. I know the owner. He's kind of a turd. But
Yeah, he's kind of a douche.
You got a
But
cool mustache, though.
that's right. At least one good thing to say about him.
Faithful
That
Geek
sash.
with a 96. Wait, I thought I gave you a thumb. Did I give out too many? Oh, no. There we go.
There's no limit.
I didn't know.
Whoa.
I'll talk to the owner.
Yeah.
We got a 75. Val Kilmer is amazing as Doc Holliday. Truly a very beautiful movie with great cast. Not for me, but written well. I respect it.
Yeah.
That's why I gave you a thumbs up. Darth Bane with a 90. Thank you. There's Steel Leg. Gave it a 1. Steel Leg, you rate all your movies 100, don't you? Hold on. We're going to check this thing. Hold on.
Maybe he just loves a lot of
100,
Oh my God.
100, 100, 100.
Right.
95,
the
baby.
defense.
There we go.
She
That's
dropped
the one that
defense
gets it?
right away. She was like, "Wait a minute, never mind."
Big Trouble in Little China is amazing.
100.
It is.
86
Oh,
for
there we
Flight
go.
of the
Flight of the
Navigator.
Navigator.
100. You gave the Incredible Hulk a 100 Steel Leg of Victory.
Oh my
Steel
God.
leg.
100, 100.
Oh,
I
he
mean,
watched The Abyss.
Yeah.
That's funny.
The man
dude.
loves what he loves, man.
Hey, man,
Yeah,
I
he
respect
does.
it. You get a thumbs up. Here we are. Jaja Binks with a weird lightning bolt.
Oh, yeah. We changed the colors. So that way, if they don't verify, they still get a lightning bolt if
It
they're a
looks
paid
like
user.
bacon.
Oh,
Yeah. Like bacon. Yeah, because Jonas is one of only 2 people to have a special, or 3.
That's
to have
right.
A special megaphone.
I'm one of the best.
Jonas
Sorry.
likes bacon.
I'm
Hung Ho Max
poor,
said I
okay.
accidentally reviewed Tombstone Pizza.
that's
All right.
wild.
You say a lot of
awesome.
stuff in the chat. That one was pretty good. Sometimes weird dialogue. Oh, man. I thought the dialogue was amazing,
It was really good.
but I respect
though.
it. You get a
It
thumbs
was a
up.
little weird when he called him you cur.
There's Wicked
Probably
Virtue. I saw
accurate.
her in the chat. I finally watched this movie last night. I understand why Doc Holliday is a lot of people's favorite Val Kilmer role. He steals every scene he's in. Very good. My mic plug. I got to get a new mic. It's unless StreamYards is being dumb. Jess only gave it a 92.
Only a 92.
Yes.
With a 98. I like this guy. He writes long reviews though. I ain't reading all that. I hope everything's okay, or I'm happy for you. What the freak is this?
All the biggest tombstones. That's
He
pretty
said
great.
the ending was a bit gay.
Yeah, it sounds like Jonas.
You got the girl.
I don't like when those guys were hugging each other.
This one contains spoilers. Thank you, 75. Probably Toxic gave it a 94. I enjoyed it. I've not seen a lot of Westerns. I could say that this is I can't say if this is a typical Western film. I don't what is a typical Western film?
Yeah.
Cowboy hats and
checks most,
horsebacks. Is that it?
this checks most of the boxes. We did not get a campfire song, so just putting that out there.
What?
It might lose a
sure?
point for no campfire song.
I think we had. Well, we did have a nocturne.
They do some singing.
Does it have to take place at a campfire, or can it be a campfire song?
No, yeah, it could take place away from a campfire. It could be a campfire song.
I think
So,
we got
so
that
for a
down.
Western,
Yeah.
a Western to me is it has to have great action. It has to have slightly over dramatic line delivery, and it has to have really, really forceful over the top music. And it does such a good job of the like. That's what I consider like John Wayne movies,
Right.
You know, Robert Mitchum movies. Like they did that, but they brought it into the '90s and they kind of did their own thing, which I loved about Tombstone. I thought they did a great job of keeping it in that universe of westerns. So yes, I think it is a
Every
typical
time he
Western.
says
in
it,
a
it
great
just,
way.
it just makes me so
I
mad.
can't do it. I can't.
Western
stop
every
laughing.
time.
West-
bro.
I've been
Western.
saying it this way for
Western.
over 40 years. I'm not going to change. Western. All right.
That's the most
he likes
Irish
the-
thing about you.
He likes the modern westerns.
The modern
Westerns.
westerns.
Oh, Doc Holliday's theme song, you posted it. That's awesome. Thank you, Nick.
I guess also, I guess for Westerns, checking off boxes, we didn't get any women getting bent over somebody's knee and spanked. That used to happen a lot too, you know.
I mean, just
Not
depends
too
on where
many.
you go, I
Did
guess.
any women get killed in this film?
I don't think so.
The bride?
The
During the
bride
bride?
does.
She just ran off, right? She just went home.
Oh, I
thought she
assumed
got
they killed her. Yeah.
I love how
Oh, in the
Margie,
beginning. Yeah, in the
Yeah.
beginning. You're right. You're right.
I love how Margie's so yoked out of her brain on opiates. Like the guy comes in and shoots, and she just sits there like, yeah, I've seen weirder crap today. Doesn't move, doesn't
Life of
respond to anything.
marshmallows. Look how many. Like, I can't even get. There's Sevy. She gave it a 95. You get a thumbs up.
I
This
like
movie
it.
blew it out of the water, kind of like my cooking. She says, "Sevy, you are a treasure." I'm sorry, even though there were times I was confused and not sure what would happen next. It did a good job bringing it back. Where were you confused on?
Well, because it was more like the middle section, so they had the setup, right? And then they had the fight with the cowboys, and then for a little bit nothing happened, and I was like, okay, like what's gonna happen now? So I was waiting for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes for like to figure out exactly where it was gonna go with that, because they took a while. They took the scenic route.
What the heck? Jonas gave a 100. He never gives 100. That's not a true critic. And what is this
I
flower
love this movie.
thing?
It is a megaphone with lightning.
Oh, it's a
bolts.
megaphone with lightning
That's-
bolts. Yeah, it looks
yeah.
gay. I'm glad I don't have it. I'm trying to thumb up all you guys, man. Rubber Band gave it a 70. This movie is very good, but was hyped up to me too much. Yeah, that can happen. I was told this time it'd be the best Western by many people throughout my life, and it didn't live up to the hype. Sadly, I will say it is still a great action drama. I respect you, man. I respect your honesty.
Also, fair enough. Best Western, not actually a great hotel.
Oh my god!
What would you guys say is the best Western you've ever seen?
I mean,
what is your
Tombstone is
number one Western?
Oh,
Are we
man.
including spaghetti
It's
westerns?
not Silverado. Back to the Future 3. Yeah.
Wow.
No, Tombstone.
Is
Tombstone's
Tombstone
a bad
your
boy.
number one?
Top. I think Tombstone's my
absolutely.
number one. Yeah. There's
Yeah,
definitely
it
some
might be
nostalgia
mine,
there, but I love Tombstone.
What's up, Alex?
This was really
I like
good.
Unforgiven.
Do we
Unforgiven's a
include
good one.
spaghetti westerns in this?
Yeah,
No,
I
I
would say
don't
so.
know what a
Western.
Western is. Yeah.
Spaghetti western. Is that better?
is that?
Westerns.
It's a
Western
Western
Like
with
the
Italians.
good, the bad, and the ugly. They're westerns that they made in Italy. So they're called.
I have
spaghetti
not seen
westerns.
enough Westerns. That's what I'm determining from hearing
I
all
will
this.
accept
right.
Western, but not
Yeah.
Western. Sorry.
I've
No
never
Westerns.
I never seen any
No Westerns, yeah.
westerns.
Back to the Future 3 is a Western, though.
I mean, Blazing
Yeah.
Saddles is pretty high up there too. I mean, let's be
Blazing
straight.
Saddles is a good one too. Yeah.
Mike, you like that movie? Because that's a bit racist.
Though I love Blazing Saddles. Yeah, it's racist against everybody, and that's why I love it. So
It is.
I've
Yeah.
lost the count of how many
Prefer the
times
Irish.
I've watched this movie. That's what's up, Jake.
watching Dom DeLuise scream at like a bunch of line
Dude.
dancers and call them,
I can't
Yeah.
say it. Okay, what's next? Yeah,
"Watch me," and then
it sounds like a bunch of leaky pipes in here. Yeah,
You know what?
He has steam escaping.
You know who's not on this list is Blaine's.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
Lane.
So I just watched it right before I came in, so I didn't have time to review it.
Wow.
Bro,
Like,
I
sorry.
woke up
He didn't
from
think
a-
we would
I-
notice, folks. He didn't think.
Wow.
But
I
we
was staying
noticed.
real quiet about it.
Playing Galaga.
That's
Bro,
okay. A nice
I
Shyamalan
woke
level
up from a
twist right
nap and just to do the review. I was like, wait a minute, I got to do the review, and I typed that out and then threw my phone on the floor and fell asleep again. Come
Or
on,
you
No.
could do what Epic Mike did, and last time he was late, and while he was late, he finished his review. And then
oh,
he
I forgot
came
to do
on.
it. I was like, I got to get on the show, and I was like, oh my god, we're doing a review today. I got to write that down. Sevi goes,
I
that's why he's
know.
late. He didn't do his review.
I've like established a pattern now. My reviews are a certain way, so I have to. Being that everyone in the app follows me, I'm like real particular about it. So I'm like, I can't halfway do this one. I got to do it after the show. So,
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And listen,
All right,
at least you're
I'm
doing
Wait,
it.
are you
I'm
calling
like-
all of us lazy? Is that
No,
what's
there's
going
just some shows they never review the movies at all on CRITICLESS. They just talk
Right.
about them.
right.
I'm not saying who it is, but we're better than them. So.
I was on one show where the guy went through and did like 28 reviews. Impossible number. There's no way he was watching them all.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Are we
I
gonna have a
doubt he
Kurt
watched
Russell
it.
movie 3 weeks in a row?